Hey guys, welcome back to the RC Graphics YouTube channel. My name is Peter, and today we're going to be breaking down the classes of RC drag racing. Now, of course, RC drag racing has been around for decades. This form of racing, No Prep RC, has started probably, I would say, 2017. And what happened was there were some local guys in Southern California that lost the track. And of course, in California, you can't even put soda on the ground without going to jail for the rest of your life. So it was going to be an uphill battle for them to try to locate a spot, to be able to spray it. Of course, with chemicals and all that good stuff was just going to be a very, very hard challenge. So they decided to come up with another alternative way to go out racing with their friends and their buddies. And that was No Prep RC. So J Concepts had a body, and this was a 66 Nova, and it had like a front piece we had to bolt on, you had a rear bumper you had to bolt on also, and that really sparked it up when we seen that get installed. I believe that thing was on a Traxxas Slash, and they put like Bandit arms on it, and like J Concepts actually really broke it down exactly what we needed to do, and that really fueled the fire. Of course, then COVID came in shortly after that. A bunch of us had way more time on our hands, couldn't go nowhere. Other forms of racing all wanted to jump in, and drag racing, No Prep, became a huge thing quite quickly. And of course, throughout the years, the technology has changed, but still, the heart of it is still the same. You know, they're anywhere from 12 to 13 and a half inches, pretty much a short course body. They have a minimum weight of 2060, that's pretty much 4.5 pounds. Rubber tires, 2-wheel drive, and a 2S lipo. So the foundation of No Prep RC drag racing is still in the roots, in the grassroots of it. But of course, the development of where we were then to where we are now has changed drastically. So what I want to do in this video, just tell you guys and help you guys, point you in the guys' right direction on what classes we offer and how to get into this racing. Like I said, it's not as they look fast, they look intimidating, but once you get in it, you'll enjoy it. You'll have good times with your friends. I met some of my best friends through this type of racing. So yeah, we're gonna break it down each class. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and thank you guys for watching. So whenever you're ready. Alright guys, on the table we have a VXL. The VXL is called a VXL Outlaw because it doesn't have a backing, and it's got a wheelie bar. The name of the class is based off of the ESC. The ESC is a VXL ESC. The motor is a Verilion. This is the same combo that's in the Traxxas Drag Slash. These are two requirements. Also, the bullets that are on the ESC side are also a requirement. Now, you can do whatever you want to do on the battery side. You can shorten the wires, put whatever plugs you want on there. But yes, the Traxxas Drag Slash has this exact same combo in it. You can literally grab one off of the shelf and come race with us. Now, you got to give it up for Traxxas. Traxxas is probably the one manufacturer that's gotten more people into this hobby than anyone else. I think that Traxxas' Slash platform has turned into a dirt oval car. I think I've seen it turn into a plane, a boat, a train. It's been into everything. So there's so many upgrades and cool things you can really do with the Traxxas. But yes, this is like the VXL class, motor, ESC, bullets. The idea of the motor matching the ESC is to get someone that's new into the hobby that might not just know very much about it. It just makes it really easy. It gives them a bunch of confidence just to go out there knowing that we're all running the same stuff. Now, this class gets you really focused on the fundamentals. It's going to teach you about springs and shocks and getting the car to plant and transfer, and just really your setup. You don't have to worry about tuning the ESC. You don't have to worry about can timing. You just really can play with some gearing and just basic setup stuff. It is a no prep class. That means there's no dope gunk on the tires. You really want you to focus on conditioning and learning how to condition and seeing what that actually does. So this is a dry tire class. Like I said, no prep that's on it. That way, someone new into the hobby doesn't have to buy prep before they go out and into their front yard and start testing and having a good time. So this is a dry tire class. It's really to get someone into the hobby. I wouldn't call it a rookie class or a sportsman class, but I would call it like the gateway class. And the reason why I wouldn't call it a sportsman class or a rookie class is because there's like 15 to 16 cars down here at our local track, and they're all within 2 tenths. Like if you win VXL in San Diego, you're doing something right, because that is not easy to do. So it's very competitive, really, really, really fun, and it's close racing throughout the whole day. So this is what we call a VXL car. Like I said, ESC is a Traxxas Drag Slash. The motor's from a Traxxas Drag Slash. The bullets are already stock on a Traxxas Drag Slash. You go and put whatever connector you want on there and go have a good time. Come race with us. We would really enjoy to have you guys come out. So anyways, Traxxas Drag Slash is pretty much your gateway into this hobby. If you're brand new, you want to get into it. So this is what we call a VXL. It is not limited to whatever chassis you want. You can run carbon fiber. You can put it on an R1, a GFRP, Exotech. You can put it on whatever chassis you want to put it on. The rules are posted on RC Graphics' website. Pretty much the idea is 13.5 inches is the wheelbase, 2060 for the weight, 2S lipo, the normal stuff that we go into. So this is the VXL class, super fun, super cool. Would love to have you guys try this one. This is what I would recommend for anyone that's new. My son drives this car. He's been running it for a couple years now. They top out about 65 miles an hour roughly in that ballpark. And super controllable. And like I said, if your kid has a faster reaction time than you, put him in this class. All right, guys, let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, so on the table we have our two premier classes in RC drag racing. We have a dry tire outlaw and we have a prep outlaw. Dry tire outlaw car is gaining a ton of speed right now at the club level. It's a ton of fun. It was our largest class we've had. Dry tire outlaw car is like a no prep car, and a prep outlaw car is I would look at it like an NHRA Pro Mod series versus like Ryan Martin and Murder Nova and all that Big Chief fun stuff that they would do, back half stuff, Street Outlaws TV show type thing. So VXL is a perfect way of getting into one of the premier classes. If you wanted to race at a local level and be the fastest in your city and make a name for yourself, this would be the class I would get into. If you wanted to go on a national level and travel, this is the class I would get into, is into a prep car. So dry tire outlaw, prep, super fun. The idea is go from VXL into dry tire outlaw car. The main difference of the two, of course, you're still going to be on the 12 to 13.5 inches. You're going to be the minimum weight of 2060. It's going to be on a 2S lipo, and you're going to be on rubber tires. But the main difference is the timing. All right, if you guys notice, the ESC is totally different. The can's totally different. The motor and the ESC on these are an R1. This is a R1 ESC and a Volta motor. It opens up a whole new window of tuning. So you have graphs, you have little dots, you have start power, you have all this stuff that you can actually go out there, make a pass, make a little adjustment, and go and add more power or take power away if you have wheel spin and all that good stuff. It lets you tinker and have a good time tuning while you're at the day testing at the racetrack. So super fun. This is the difference. This is why we call it the premier classes, because you're really unlocking everything into what this car's potential can have. Both these cars go about 100 miles an hour. This is I would like to think of it more like a twin turbo setup versus prep car is more like a nitrous setup where it leaves extremely hard. They literally look like they jump off the ground and launch super hard. They both go about 100 miles an hour though, and super fun. So these are the two premier classes. Like I said, if you want to get into it, I would recommend going from VXL to dry tire outlaw, especially at a club level where this is gaining a lot of steam right now. So unlocks a whole new window of timing and all that good fun stuff. And then of course, if you wanted to go the prep route, of course you would need to go and learn the techniques of applying prep. And there's a ton of videos out there on applying prep and how much time you have, how hot it's got to get, how to heat it. I mean, it breaks into everything. How many coats you got to apply and all that good stuff. So that way you don't stick to the ground and hurt something. So dry tire outlaw is way more forgiving. You can actually make a few passes if you really wanted to, versus a prep outlaw car. It's one and done. You have to go back to your pit. So I love both these classes. I've been racing them both for a very long time. I can't say enough good things about RC drag racing and this form of racing. I hope you guys find this video very informative. If you guys have any questions, please ask me. I'm always here to help you guys. Thank you guys for watching the video. Like I said, we got VXL, Dry Tire Outlaw, Prep Outlaw. Hope to see you guys at the track, and thank you guys.